This is the weekend before Thanksgiving 2025, guys. I'm getting down with some brine kits from PS Seasoning. This is that Tipsy Tom kit that I always do every year for my turkeys for about a good 5 years now. This is my go-to. And supposed to add a couple of beers per kit, and this year I decided to go with that Lone Star. I personally don't like drinking Lone Star beer, but it works fantastic in a brine, in a turkey brine. So that's what we're doing this year. And this is the weekend, like I said, this is the weekend before Thanksgiving. Now I'm doing an order here for somebody that required 6 turkeys. And so I'm just gonna do them just like I always do. And I'm getting to use my new toy here to spatchcock these turkeys. I'm a big fan of spatchcocking turkeys. I think they cook a lot quicker and a lot more even, and I think you just end up with a better product in general. I mean, it looks better, it tastes better, it cooks better. So that's just always my go-to. I've got 6 12 pounders here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spatchcock them. These are Riverside turkeys from a local HEB. These are Texas grown turkeys. Fantastic turkeys. But again, turkey's turkey. It doesn't, I guess it doesn't matter where it comes from, but this is what I'm going with. So I'm spatchcocking all 6, and I'm just showing you the process here. Those shears right there, absolutely fantastic, guys. It cut that backbone out like I was just cutting paper with scissors. And that's all 6 beautiful turkeys right there, lined up on that table, spatchcocked, and ready to get brined. And so I put the brine in the cooler on ice after I did them. I did 3 kits, 3 bags, and I put them on ice until they got cool. Then I prepped the turkeys, and guys, the way that I do it, this works for me. I pour the brine into those bags, right? And there you see me stuffing 2 turkeys per bag. That's what works for me. I've done it all kinds of different ways. I've done it the way it says in the package. I pouring the brine on top of the turkey, and guys, that's just a sloppy process. The way that I do it works for me. I don't know, it just does. And I again put 2 turkeys per kit, so it stretches out quite a bit, and the result is just an absolutely delicious tasting turkey. No shit. No bullshit, man. On top of that, I'm prepping up the BFG 2500 Recteq baby with these holiday turkey pellets from Bear Mountain BBQ. It's a mix of maple, hickory, cherry. And guys, let me tell you something about this pellet. This put another depth of flavor on that turkey that was just absolutely fantastic. This combination of pellet is perfect for your turkey, your poultry, for your prime rib. It's absolutely fantastic. Just perfect amount of smoke, just a good smokiness, and not to mention the color that it puts on your proteins. Shout out Bear Mountain Pellets. Get you some. Link will be in the description on where you can get that pellet. So I had the BFG set up overnight outside because the next morning I had to wake up pretty early to get these turkeys seasoned and get them on the cooker. They were gonna get picked up at like 10 a.m. So I'm out there right now just washing off all the brine, all the saltiness, all the beer. Let's get that stuff off of your bird. And we got to get some seasoning on these. For that seasoning, I chose that Cockadoodle Brew. It's just an absolutely fantastic rub for your turkey. It's just an amazing flavor profile that they offer. PS Seasoning. Shout out PS Seasoning. I'll have the link to all the products that I'm using for this turkey cook in the video description. If you notice, I'm going in with just a little bit of Duke's Mayo for a binder on these turkeys. The mayonnaise does something magical to that skin. I, I'm just a real big believer for mayo binder on turkey. I've done it for years, and it produces an amazing skin on your turkey. Guys, try it. Just do a small light coat. Don't glop it on there. Just a nice coat. And I'm putting 3 turkeys per rack here. BFG's pretty big. On Thanksgiving Day, on the following Thursday, I had 9 in there at one time, spatchcocked. I had 9 in there at one time, a couple of times, spatchcocked. But this is the weekend before Thanksgiving. This is on a Saturday. So I brined everything Friday night. Or Friday. No, I think this was Sunday. This was Sunday morning. That's what it was. And that's the turkeys loaded up into the BFG. Get the lights on in there. Check on it here in this is about an hour into it. Guys, I got the cooker set at 325. 325 is the magic number if you're cooking your turkey in a pellet grill. Guys, I've cooked hundreds of turkeys in pellet smokers, pellet grills. And I'm telling you, I've cooked them at 375. I've cooked them at 400. I've cooked them at 425. I've rubberized them at 225, 250. 325 for me and my pellet smokers, my Recteq grills, is the magic number. You don't get any skin breaking. I mean, it is just the perfect temperature for your turkey. And the perfect temperature for that. And BFG putting in work, man. That thing, I'm just glad I got the BFG. That thing is amazing. Stay tuned. I'm probably getting a second one of these for 2026, just because. And this is your finished product. That's the first one that I pulled right there. You know, if you noticed earlier, the bones sticking out on those drumsticks, they start, you get a lot of pullback. What I do to make them fit in these trays is I cut the bones off, and I just let them sit for a little while because I don't want to soften that skin to cover them up immediately. But then eventually I'll tent it with some foil, and they were picked up, and those are just some beautiful turkeys. BFG 2500, 325 degrees, Tipsy Tom kits. Peace out.